What's going on, guys? Auzio here. Welcome back to a brand new video. So today we have got another Defenders tier list and we have got plenty of new cards to go through today. So if you do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And let me know if there is any player that you actually disagree with. Maybe a player should have gone higher or lower. Let me know who it is in the comment section. But let's get into it, starting off with Triple Threat Kachawi. She is incredible in this game. She might be a small fullback, but she is insane and definitely going to be our first S tier card. Di Lorenzo, great defensively. He's got the height to win backstick headers as well. Going forward, not really all that. For me, Di Lorenzo, rule breaker card, is going to go rule breaker card, trailblazer card. Deserves to go into the A+ tier. Rolfo, 91 strength as a fullback is very good. Her sprint speed is a little bit of an issue though. It's not low, but it's just not enough to catch up to players like Dembele. And you do notice that every now and again. I still like her as a fullback, so I'm going to put her in the A+ tier. Honestly, I prefer her as a centre mid. She's a really, really good box-to-box centre mid in this game. Varane, animations. Every year is the same thing with Varane. This guy's animations are just next level. The pace is there. Everything is there. I cannot believe this card goes for like 10,000 coins because he's going into my S tier. Lamptey, I love the fact that he can play on both sides. He can play in a left back position and a right back position as well. But the 2-star skill moves is a little bit annoying to work with. And the fact that he has such low strength as well is super annoying. I would rather have Di Lorenzo and Rolfo in a fullback position. So I'm going to put Lamptey in the A tier. Pepe, incredible. This guy was in my A+ tier last time when he was an 84 overall. He is now an 86 overall, and you best believe he is going to continue going into the A+ tier. Konate, very good card as well. Definitely a card I suggest doing an evolution for. I think in the future we're going to be able to put this Konate card into another evolution to even make him better. Hopefully they do it quite soon because, yeah, this Konate card has potential, or Konate just in general has potential to be an S tier card. But I think this card, this Evo card, goes into the A+ tier. Ruben Diaz, I got this card untradeable on my main account. Defensively, he is very good. It's just catching up to players is where he has an issue. I'm not going to put him on the same tier as like Pepe, Konate, because I believe those two for sure are better. So I'm going to put Ruben Diaz in the A tier because of that pace. Dante, just straight up worse than Diaz. It's like they both have pace issues. Ruben Diaz, I would say defensively is better. Physicals is better as well. Yeah, I would definitely say Dante is going to be our first B+ tier card. Just a card that can't go on the same level as Ruben Diaz because they're definitely not on the same level. Brem, on the other hand, he actually has pace. And he is a nice card defensively when going into tackles. I like Brem in this game. I'm going to put him in the A tier. Dunk, very good. Good sprint speed, great tackling reach, good physicals as well. S tier, I feel like that's pushing it for Dunk, but I'm definitely going to put him in the A+ tier. Mario Hermoso, I think he's like 120,000 coins. Obviously, he is in the full-land SBC and a card that is very nice in this game. A+ for Mario Hermoso as well. Reece James, he's got the Jockey Playstyle Plus, which is definitely a nice Playstyle Plus to have in this game, but I just feel like going forward, he doesn't offer you anything at all. I just feel like his dribbling ability is super bad, and I also feel like defensively, he can let a few passes go straight past him. Reece James, for me, B+ tier. I'd rather have Lamptey in that right back position. Tomori, with the pace this guy has, I think there's no question about it. Tomori needs to go into the S tier. Grimaldo, great going forward, nice defensively as well. Just really good all-rounded. I'm going to put Grimaldo in the A+ tier. Virgil van Dijk, inform card, his gold card would go into the S tier. So you best believe the inform card is going to go straight up there. One of the best centre-backs in this game. He always is, to be honest. Last year, he was one of the best. The year before that, he was one of the best. Virgil van Dijk is just that guy in FIFA/EAFC. Hernandez, alright. I wouldn't say he is on the same level, though, as Bremer. Like, he was a nice card to use at the start of the year, but I feel like we have got better cards now. So Hernandez, B+ tier. Bonucci, not bad. Good sprint speed, good tackling ability. Bonucci for me, A+, not A+, sorry, A tier. Greenwood, pace to get out to players is solid. Tackling wise, solid as well. Her height is a little bit of an issue though. When you're matching up against like Haaland, you're definitely going to get out-headed. I would say Greenwood is an A tier card as well. Kalulu, very good in this game. A card that hasn't got an upgrade just yet though. I'm going to put Kalulu A+ tier. Kempembe, outrageous. This is my new link to Mbappe. I've pushed Dembele to his side. I've put Kimpembe in the team. He is the real deal. He's so good in this game and definitely an S tier card. Kariga's end of an era card. She's actually a better CDM than she is a centre-back. As a CDM, I would say she's A+. But as a centre-back, I'm going to put her in the A tier. Alphonso Davies, outrageous in this game. This guy's got high-low work rates, but this guy tracks back like he's got high work rates. Alphonso, for me, for sure is an S tier card. Hummels, decent pace. The sprint speed is up there with a Shadow Chem style. Great tackle as well. Good animations. Do I believe he's on the same level as like Kalulu or Pepe or Dunk? Nah, I wouldn't go that far. Hummels, for me, is an A tier card. Arojo, insane in this game. Definitely an S tier card. I love Arojo, and I can't believe he is so cheap. Like, under 20,000 coins for this card is a steal. If you can fit him into your team, 100% do it. Hector Bellerin, alright, he got an upgrade. He went up to an 86 overall. He was an 84 overall. Pace is there. Passing is nice as well. Tackling every now and again, he does put in a good tackle. Obviously, physicals do lack a little bit, so I'm going to put him in the A tier. I don't believe he deserves to go into the A+ tier with the fullbacks we have in there. Batcher, crazy SPC, and definitely an SPC I do suggest. The fact that she's got that whipped playstyle plus as well is insane. Batcher, for me, S tier. On the same level as Kachawi for sure. Schlotterbeck, not bad, but definitely not anything too amazing. For me, A tier. Like, he's got good play styles. He's got good pace as well. He puts in strong tackles. It's just he really isn't on that A+ tier level just yet. But if he gets a promo card, this card's going to be up there because of the amount of play styles he already has. Karsdorp, good going forward, good defensively, quite similar to like Grimaldo of how good all-rounded he is. He can actually take a shot inside the box. So yeah, I'm going to put him in the A+. Darmian, good pace. Can play in a right-back position if you want him to as well, but I would definitely suggest playing him in a centre-back position. I don't mind Darmian. The one thing I don't like, though, is the strength. The strength in a centre-back position can be a little bit of an issue. I'm going to put Darmian in the A tier. Saliba, even though this guy's an 83 overall, this guy is the real deal. I am going to drop him, though, from the S tier to the A+ tier, because I feel like with us now having players like Kimpembe in that tier, like Saliba is very good in this game, but I don't believe this guy is up there anymore. But definitely a higher end A+ tier card for sure. Koulibaly, super nice card as well, but I wouldn't say he's on the same level as Saliba, so I'm going to put Koulibaly in the A tier. Williamson, good pace to get out to players. Again, a good tackling ability and plenty of play styles, but height can be a little bit of an issue every now and again. I'm going to put Williamson in the A tier. Dodo's Rota knockout card. He's like 5'5", which is very small for a fullback. But as you guys can see with Kachawi being in the S tier, height in a fullback position this year is not as big as it was like last year or the year before that. I feel like you can get away with these 5'3", 5'4", 5'5" fullbacks this year. I actually do like them. I like this Dodo card, so I'm going to put him in the A+ tier. Danilo Pereira, as a CDM, not bad. As a centre-back, pretty decent. I don't believe he's on the same level as like Konate or Saliba, but honestly, he was better than what I thought he was going to be, so I am going to put him in the A tier. Robertson, super nice fullback, but is he as good as players like Alfonso, Batcher, Kachawi? For me, no. Robertson is going to go into the A+ tier. Hakimi, on the other hand, this guy is incredible this year. He's so quick. He's great on the ball as well. Somehow he constantly tracks back. It's like Alphonso Davies, high-low work rates, but for some odd reason doesn't feel like it in game. It feels like they've got high work rates. Hakimi, S tier. Alaba, can't wait for him to get a special card. You know, every year when this guy gets a special card, it's always the real deal. I'm waiting for that to happen. At this current moment, I feel like Alaba's best card is, for me, an A tier card. He isn't any higher than that. Inform Medina, he's a nice card. He ain't the tallest of centre-backs. Like, he's not 6'4", 6'3". And to be honest, the pace ain't all that, but he can put in a very strong tackle. So I'm going to put him in the A tier. Gvardiol, fantastic. The block playstyle plus is so good in this game, and you can see it with Gvardiol. A+ for him. Carvajal, medium work rates isn't amazing in a fullback position, but defensively, he is very nice. Going forward as well, dribbling-wise, not too bad. I'm going to put Carvajal in the A+ tier. Klaus, great going forward. Defensively, can be a little bit of a liability. I'm going to put Klaus in the A tier. Neville's triple threat card. She's very cheap as an SPC as well, and she's actually really good in this game. She can go forward. She does a lot on defense. She isn't a slow fullback either. I don't mind Neville. I'm going to put her in the A+ tier. Klosterman, good at the start of the year. Not amazing now. Klosterman, straight into the B+ tier you go. Adair Militao, on the other hand, this guy is still the real deal and definitely a card that deserves to go into the S tier. The Marcos, pretty nice. Nicer defensively, has the physicality as well, good pace. I was actually thinking of using this card, but then at the same time, I've got Llorente, and I'm like, yeah, what's the point of me using DeMarcos when I've got a player like Llorente? We know Llorente is better, but yeah, this DeMarcos card is nice. I'm going to put him in the A+ tier. Acuna, better as a centre mid, better as a box-to-box centre mid than he is as a fullback, but still a very good fullback. Acuna, A+. Olga, super nice. I know a lot of people have done an evolution on this card to make her, I believe it's an 86 overall. To be honest, there isn't really like that big of a difference stats wise. It's just like a +1, +2. I've used this Olga card and she's super good in this game. I don't believe she's as good as like Ferland Mendy, so I'm going to put her in the A+ tier, and you best believe Ferland Mendy is going to be going into the S tier once we get to him. Delict, the pace. The pace. I cannot believe what they did to his pace this year. For that reason, I kind of have to put Delict into the B+ tier, because there's no way I'm putting this guy into the A tier with that kind of pace, with a player like Ruben Diaz being in that tier as well, which also has pace issues, but Diaz is just way better defensively. So yeah, Delict, B+. Cuadrado, liability on defense. Obviously, he's got the 5-star skill moves and he's incredible going forward, but defensively, yeah, he's just not there. B+ for Cuadrado. Inform Frimpong, insane going forward. This guy's dribbling ability is next level good. I ended up playing him the other day and he was running around me for fun. Frimpong in this game, super nice. A+ for him. Rudiger, ooh, the sprint speed on Rudiger is insane in this game. The thing is though, Kimpembe is better. Tomori is better. Arojo is better. Adair Militao is better. In my opinion, there's better centre-backs in the S tier. Rudiger is going to go into the A+ tier. Romero, his pace ain't that big of an issue. It's not amazing, but I'm definitely not going to put him in the same tier as like Delict and Hernandez and Dante as well. Romero, A tier. Gomez, even though he hasn't got pace issues, his tackling ain't that great in this game. I'm still going to put Gomez into the B+ tier, even though he hasn't got pace issues. It's just the fact that I'm looking at like his tackling ability and comparing it to the centre-backs we have in this A tier. Bonucci, Diaz, Darmian, tackling-wise, those three, so much better. Trent, even though the passing on this card is insane, the pace can be an issue. Trent, into the B+ tier you go. Kunde, honestly, I prefer his jockey playstyle plus that he has on the gold card, but obviously this card is still the real deal and definitely a card that needs to go into the S tier. Carlos Soler, not great pace, not great on the ball, defensively just not great, just all round not a great card. I'm going to put him into the B+ tier. Kim Min-jae, can't wait for him to get a promo card. Once he gets it, you best believe he's going to be the real deal. I feel like this Kim Min-jae card though is not on the same level as like Rudiger and not on the same level as that Gavardiol card, so I'm going to put him A tier. Inform Bright, she's got Bruiser Playstyle Plus, which is the same Playstyle Plus Kimpembe's triple threat card has, and trust me, you really notice it in game when you're pushing players off the ball. The thing with her though, the pace, awful. But it's not just that, it's also the fact that her agility and balance is absolutely horrendous for a player that is 5'10". You notice it when you're trying to go for the quick turn, you can't go for that quick turn, it's a slow turn. Inform Bright, I'm going to put her all the way into the B+ tier. Todibo, decent. Prefer him over like Delict, Gomez, Dante for sure, but I wouldn't say he's better or on the same level as like Rudiger or Saliba. Todibo, straight into the A tier. Carl Walker. Now, I do like Carl Walker in this game. I know a lot of people do. Defensively, he's very good, but going forward, he is not it. And if you're looking at the fullbacks in the S tier, Kachawi, she can go forward. Batcha can go forward. Alfonso can go forward. Hakimi can go forward. Carl Walker can't go forward too well. I'm going to put Carl Walker in the A+ tier. Ferland Mendy, now this is a player that deserves to go into the S tier. The gold card, by the way, would go into the S tier as well. Gold card definitely has a few dribbling issues every now and again, but it still feels so much better on the ball than a player like Carl Walker. And yeah, this Centurion card, yeah, 1 million coins. 1,000,000 coins for this card. For me, that is overpriced, but I understand why he goes for that amount because of the links and also the fact that it is Ferland Mendy at the end of the day. João Cancelo, Trailblazer card, technical playstyle plus. Yeah, that's what you want to see on your fullback. I like this Cancelo card. I'm going to put him into the S tier. The thing with Cancelo is the animations. Every year it's the exact same thing as well. If you guys remember from an older FIFA, I can't remember what FIFA it was, but he had a Team of the Year card. That Team of the Year card was one of the best fullbacks in the entire game for so long, and it was mainly because of the animations. He just collects the ball so easily off players. Yeah, João Cancelo, S tier for me. Danilo, all right. Again, kind of on the same level as like Kim Min-jae, better than Gomez, better than De Ligt, better than Hernandez. Danilo, straight into the A tier. Hincapi, crazy nice card in this game because of the pace that he has. The pace just allows him to catch up to some of the best attackers in this entire game. I'm going to put Hincapi in the A+ tier. Thiago Silva, super nice SBC, not an expensive SBC as well, and a card that, if he fits into your team, I do suggest doing. Thiago Silva, A+ tier. The Hayden's nice, but I wouldn't say he's on the same level as Thiago or Hincapi or Rudiger. A tier for the Hayden. Skriniar's nice as well. Another one of those cards, like very similar to Kim Min-jae, where once they get that promo card, you best believe they're going to be on the A+ tier, maybe even in the S tier. But at this moment, I feel like this gold Skriniar card is in the A tier. I don't feel like he deserves to go any higher than that. Enrique, pretty good fullback. Nothing too insane. A tier for him as well. Thiago Djalo, rate him a lot in this game. Super fast, great tackling ability. Not a weak player either. A+ for him. Theo Hernandez, he's crazy good defensively. Going forward, every other year, gold Theo Hernandez has always been a little bit dodgy going forward because of his dribbling ability. This year, because of the R1 dribble, it doesn't feel like he is dodgy going forward. He's actually insanely good going forward. Theo Hernandez, for me, is an S tier card. Leon, crazy amount of playstyles, I'll say that. Long shot ability as well. 89 long shots, 88 shot power, I believe. She's good defensively. She puts in some very good tackles, but you notice her pace being a little bit meh every now and again. I'm going to put Leon in the A tier. Marquinhos, crazy nice Trailblazer card. And I used this card in Foot Champs, and he did not disappoint. The animations you notice from him, yeah, they did something to Marquinhos' animations this year, that's for sure. S tier card. Gaye, very decent card as well. Pace definitely could be better, but it's not a slow centre-back. Not centre-back, sorry, a slow full-back. Definitely one of those players that you might want to go for an Anchor Chem style if you want to give him the extra strength and all, but you probably want to go for a Shadow Chem style if you're using him in a full-back position. He isn't as good as like Dodo, Karlsdorp, Grimaldo, so I'm going to put him in the A tier. Trippier, pace. Down bad as a fullback, you need more pace. B+ for Trippier. Reynard, similar to like Ruben Diaz, where the pace ain't great, but it's kind of usable. It obviously depends who you match up against and what division you use this informed card in. Listen, tackling wise, she's the real deal. Tackling wise, she is crazy and she bullies people out the way. It's just you will notice a little bit of an issue with the pace. I'm going to put her in the A tier. Diego Carlos, stamina issues for sure, but what he will give you in the first like 60-70 minutes is amazing. The guy is really good in this game. I'm going to put Diego Carlos in the A+ tier because he isn't as good as like Thiago Silva, but he definitely is on like the higher end of the A tier. He's like right in between the two tiers, to be honest to you, but I'm going to push him towards the A tier. Upamecano, insane. This upgrade is the real deal. This upgrade was not one of those upgrades that it was just like a +1, a +2. They gave him like +3, +4s. Honestly, you could argue S tier, but I'm going to put him in the A+ tier because, again, I'm looking at the centre-backs in that tier, and I don't think Upamecano is on that tier. But for some people, I know for sure, they would say Upamecano deserves to go up there. Llorente, now this is a card that deserves to go up there for sure. Llorente, S tier, 100%. Stick him on an Anchor Chem style. He's got that bruiser playstyle now as well. He bullies people. He bullies people all day down the line. It's such a nice evolution card and a card I 100% do suggest. Llorente, S tier. Ryson. Ooh, Ryson is a tough one because he is tall. He's 6 foot. He can go forward with a good dribbling ability. Good pace as well. Got the physicality. Got the defending stats. All right passing as well. Honestly, underrated card in my opinion, and a card that I am going to put over every single player, like fullback wise, in the A tier, but I don't believe he deserves to go into the S tier. Like, he's right there. He's right in between those two tiers. Let me know in the comment section. If you have used this card, where would you say he deserves to go? Because I don't think he's as good as like Llorente, and I don't think he's as good as players like Hakimi, even though stats is like a whole different story. Stats wise, he's better than Hakimi, but in game, Hakimi is special. Hakimi is something different, let's say. So yeah, for me, right in between the two tiers. Sedilia's road to the knockout card, definitely a better centre-back than he is a fullback. We're looking at the A+ tier or the A tier here. It's one or the other, and I don't think he deserves to go into the A+ with players like Thiago and players like Upamecano. I'm going to put him in the A tier, and just like that, we have got ourselves our defenders tier list. Now, there's one player that I've been looking at, and I'm thinking, maybe I went a little bit too harsh. Darmian. This guy, he hasn't got great strength, but the aggression is all the way up there. So I'm actually going to move Darmian. I'm going to push Darmian into the A+ tier, move everyone across here. And for me, that is our defenders tier list. Now, let me know in the comment section if you do disagree with anyone here. Maybe there's someone that should have gone higher or lower. Let me know who it is. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my top 3 centre-backs and top 3 full-backs in this tier list. Let me know your top 3 centre-backs in the comment section. Starting off with the centre-backs, Virgil van Dijk has to be number 1. Informed Virgil, yeah, definitely is up there. Second, I am going to go for a Rojo. I think a Rojo in this game, gold Rojo, less than 20,000 coins, it's still pick them up. Again, you won't be disappointed. And in the third spot, I have to go for a triple threat Kimpembe. I definitely would take Kimpembe over Tomori, even though Tomori's pace is way better. Kimpembe for me, with that physicality, bruiser plus as well, bullying people. Yeah, Kimpembe is number 3 for me. Top 3 fullbacks. Number 1, Ferland Mendy. Centurion card, I'm going to put him over Llorente. Llorente is second though. And in the third spot, third is such a tough one because we've got like Hakimi, we've got Alfonso, we've got Bacha, Kachawi. But I'm going to go for Theo Hernandez. This guy is the real deal this year. And I do prefer Theo Hernandez over Kachawi, over Bacha as well. Going forward, I will say those two are better. But defensively, Theo Hernandez is on like a whole new level. So yeah, that's my top 3 centre-backs and top 3 full-backs. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.